Welcome to another Q&A. This Q&A is probably one of the most asked questions over time, is can waterfed remove hard water stains? And there's some primary things to understand as to what is the cause of the hard water stain. Right? So a hard water stain is basically a white shapes. Often they're not actually, they're a little bit different from dirty water stains, the spots. But anyway, they are kind of shapes of white on the glass, and they're there for some sort of reason, right? The most common reason is, especially if they're only on ground floor, is it's usually sprinklers where the sprinkler water is hard. Now, hard is not the same as high TDS. Hard is hard with calcium or some sort of mineral that wants to bond to the glass and then bond to itself on the glass. So somebody puts their sprinklers on every night, they sprinkle their windows, and then the sun comes out and dries it and cooks it, or it evaporates, and then the sun cooks it, and then the sprinkler goes on the next night, and then it evaporates, and then it's there, and then the sun cooks it. And so basically you end up with a scale on the glass, really. And as a rule, water-fed window cleaning won't take that off. If it's really not that old, then the radial rocker with the stainless steel wool scrub has been known to take it off, but I wouldn't say that you could rely on that. Usually if you get a hard water stain from sprinklers, that's going to be what we would call a glass restoration job, where you would use an acid like One Restore, and you can get separate training. We don't give that training on the use of One Restore, but One Restore, and there's a couple of other chemicals which, if you know other chemicals that work or acids that work, you can put them in the comments below, right? So other guys can say, I'll try this, I'll try that, and have a whole conversation around stuff that I don't know too much about. So with our window cleaning business, if we saw that, we said it's got glass cancer, and we're window cleaners, so you need a guy who knows how to do glass restoration, and so we just kept moving. But that was, I just didn't know anything about it at that point. That's just how we dealt with it. So the other form of hard water stain comes from the cladding on the building. So whether it's from a highly oxidized PVC vinyl or a highly oxidized lime-based stucco panel, again, the sun has broken down the material over 10 or 20 years, and then when the rain comes, it grabs the lime-based powders, and then it runs that over the window. And again, when the rain evaporates, some of that is on the window, and then the sun will come out and cook it, and then the next time it rains, there'll be more, and the sun comes out and cooks it. So you can get a real film of hard water stains, and you'll find that all over the building, right, as compared to sprinklers, which are mostly at ground level, right? So that can come off with water-fed, right? You would use something like the radial rocker, and then you'd choose, depending on how long it's been on there, you'd choose an agitation scrub. Probably start with the stainless steel wool because it's the most aggressive, and see how you go with that. But quite often that oxidized stucco lime type hard water stain, that'll come off quite easily. When I say quite easily, not crazy easily, like not just dirt, but it comes off like relatively easy, so you don't spend too much on that job. The other, there's one more. Oh, if it's PVC, then it's pretty similar. There's another one in North America. There's a brand of windows called Anderson windows, which have a aluminum fly mesh or insect screen, and then again the sun hits the aluminum, it oxidizes. When it oxidizes, it gasiates, right? I don't know how it does it, but it does it, and then it ends up on the window. So when you take the screen off, there's kind of a gray film on the window, and that again is quite difficult to remove. It's not easy with water-fed, but again the stainless steel wool is the most aggressive, and we've definitely had reports from guys who have been successful in being able to clean that aluminum oxide, because that's what it is, it's aluminum oxide on the window, and they've been successful in being able to clean that off with the radial rocker. Now, if you've got other examples of hard water stains or marks or films, which are all sort of categorized when somebody sees it as a hard water stain or mark or film, then add it to the comments below, because there's quite a good conversation that we can have from this. And if you have another technique, or if you know about the chemicals on how to do the glass restoration, and certainly if you do have to restore, then I would be definitely recommending 6 monthly or quarterly cleans, so that you can reduce the cumulative effect of these chemicals bonding to the glass and becoming basically etched on the glass, and meaning that you actually have to restore the glass. Okay, so that, I think, is a good session. I'm sure if some of you make some comments, there might be some other Q&As that I can make as a result of the comments about this topic, because this is like one of the nightmares of window cleaning. When you get a dirty window, you clean it properly like a window cleaner, and what you reveal is marks that the customer goes, well, you're meant to take those off as well, but they don't come off, right? So there's you could even mention how you handle that, right? If you go and get the one restored, do you charge more and say, I need to do some glass restoration? Do you just do it because and suck it up and then get cleaning those windows earlier and faster, right? Or do you walk away if the customer's not happy? But it's always funny to watch you reveal something that was already there that doesn't actually come off with window cleaning in its normal sense. All right, so I think that's enough for this topic. I will see you in the next one.